Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7, and this is another massive one. Tons of really big announcements here, as well as some little tickle teasing, which may or may not be happening here. And as always, this is my first time going through this. We watched the stream. I hope I get everything right, and I'm pretty excited for quite a bit of stuff that's coming. That said, speaking of stuff that's coming in a game, our sponsor of the day, Cecilia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. This game is on its 3rd anniversary right now, which is super exciting because there are just so many things, both for old and new players and returning players alike. For starters, there are a free multi-draw basically every day you log in. This is going from the 1st until the end of the month, so all the way into March. And free draws are great because there's over 140 characters from Final Fantasy in this game. You can see a bunch of them here on the 3rd anniversary draw. But most importantly, we've got the Balthier LD Global First Weapon, which is just super duper powerful and something I'm excited for because he's my house bando of the whole series. And if you're like me and you really just want to play with the Final Fantasy characters you know and love, you can do so by just going to the Lost Chapters and unlocking anybody you want for free, as well as having like a bit of their story to go through as well. Currently, I'm unlocking Fran just to kind of have a little buddy system with Balthier because they obviously have to go together. Let's show off a little bit of Balthier too. This is with his LD Global First Weapon, Tides of Fate, that I may or may not have gotten lucky pulling. And it's like this tidal wave of just destruction and a bunch of other stuff I haven't figured out yet. But what I do know is it kills everything. So anyways, if you want to download DFFOO Cecilia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, you can do so in the link description below for free on Android or iOS. Yeah, honestly, I'm really liking Cecilia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia right now. You can get it in the link description below and enjoy it, and let's talk about some stuff here. So first off, Valentine's Day 7-day check-in event. We're going to be getting 1,000,000 gold, some Phantasm, some Mystic Metals, Energy, Mola Gora, and a 5-star Hero Summon ticket. Those are always exciting. Got to get those imprints. Next up, we have the Luluca spoiler alert skin. Let's watch the video together. This one looks amazing.
Rekos, allow me to avenge you. I'm Luluca, unrivaled throughout the universe.
Pretty sweet. Really like this design here. I kind of wish there were more like cakes flying around. Like in her running animation, she had like floating cakes. I don't know. I think that'd be cool, especially with her stance, the way she stands while she's doing this. I just think it's super duper adorable. She's like pouty / making you food, and I don't know. That's awesome. Anyway, let's go to the next one here and see what else is there. Next up, we've got the Young Love 2021 Season Epic Pass. These are pretty much always worth buying, specifically the starting one for 800 gems or sky stones, and you can get a bunch of rewards. And then, of course, an extra 800 sky stones to get the skin. I buy them every time. I haven't skipped one yet. Pretty great way just to get the skin, get some fun stuff, and it makes like a little progression bar as you're going, which is always fun. We also have drop rate up for Luluca and Spirit's Breath as expected to go along with the skin. Probably not somebody you should pull for though. Luluca is not a very, it's not that she's a bad unit, she has a really good skill set. There's just not many places to use her right now, so I would definitely recommend against it, especially with something really big coming up soon. Not anything new, but something big. Okay, next up, chapter 6, we have the Eureka Wilderness of the Past. This is new chapter, of course, but most importantly for people who don't care about story, bottom right, we've got a new piece of equipment: health, ER, speed, crit chance, defense for the subs. Really good piece of gear, and a lot of people in chat are always like, LOL, it's just gonna roll into ER. You do know that's good, right? Like for a health set, you really want ER. If this rolled all into ER, I'd be really happy. That said, crit chance is generally a substat you don't want too much on a health set like this. So honestly, if this rolls into any of the 3 stats but crit chance, going to be a really good neck. Or if it rolls like a boatload into crit chance, then it ends up being good. But just having like 9 crit chance and then a mix of everything else, not so great. But obviously speed the best rolls. Then I would prefer ER than defense. So yeah. Next up, we have the Katie's Hunt. They actually did a full video showing it It looks like it's gonna take a long time. It looks like it's gonna take a long time. I'm not sure if this is gonna be a fun hunt. I'm gonna give it a shot. Hopefully it's entertaining. They also changed the first stage, so the first stage is no longer a wave of like 4 enemies like the other dungeons. It's a single target. So I'm wondering if they did this just to either pigeonhole you into single target DPS units or specifically to stop one-shots. I'm sure somebody will find a way. Somebody always does, but it looked as if the enemies had massive amounts of HP in this. So 60% effect resistance on the first, immune to a bunch of stuff here. And then the actual boss here, 80% ER and immune to quite literally everything. So yeah, tons of HP as well. I remember their Sirmia doing like 35,000 damage and it barely took any HP off. So I'm really curious how this is going to be done. Next up, we have the World Arena League added to the user information screen. Just a little quality of life. No reason it shouldn't be there. Kind of cool having that there. We then have the other World Arena improvements, and the League in the Arena menu is now properly displayed. Cool. Improvements made to the mock battle starting screen. Cool. Touch area to dismiss assigned players. Cool. Battle log now displays the first hero pick. Cool. A bunch of stuff that doesn't really apply to me, but I guess people who play RTA, this is probably pretty good for you, right? But something that does apply to me and apply to everybody, I noticed the text is not working. They didn't have a slide for this, but let me make it brighter. 70 free summons. So you're gonna get 70 free summons, 10 a day for the login bonus through Valentine's as well. Really exciting. I hope everybody gets some good luck. Feel free to tweet me out or message me in Discord all your pulls, because I'm sure people are gonna pull like double ML5s in their shenanigans here. Next up, nope, that's my face. Next up, we have improvements made for displaying artifact additional effects here. So let me actually make this a little better to see now. That stupid box won't go away. Go away, box! Select there. Why won't it go away? I don't know. It's there forever. We have to deal with that box. Either way, they're showing a bunch of extra stuff it gives you here. Cool. Another little quality of life thing. Then we get up to the juicy bits, which is Snow White Warmth Fallen Cecilia. I love this skin. I think this is one of my favorite design skins that I've seen. Just the concept art. Of course, this is going to be the skin for reaching Master in RTA, which you can do. Believe in yourself. I believe in you. Like New said on the stream, there's always somebody worse than you. And honestly, you can lose your way up to Master. They're going to give you a 2-week notice as well until when the season ends. So you have tons of time. If you're worried about getting this, don't play yet. Just wait until the end and just try to climb then. And honestly, it's not too difficult, even with really subpar gear. You just got to face people worse than you. And you can honestly like lose a bunch and still climb into Master. Don't be afraid. Really don't be afraid. Next up, Mystic Summon rotation. We have Fallen Cecilia and Champion Zerato. Such a pretty overpowered, one of the best 4 stars and one of the best, if not the best 5-star for PvP, of course, and PvE actually as well with Zerato there. So if you don't have Fallen Cecilia, you're probably going to want to go for her. She's honestly bonkers. I use mine everywhere, and I feel like she's a free win a lot of times in PvP and Guild War especially. So pretty hyped for this. Actually, not as hyped for this because it means I fight more of them. But yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, next up, this is the big one, by the way. This is the big thing for a lot of people. So this is a 3-person banner, all limited units, and all in the same pool with pity and everything. So the way this is going to work is Landy, Dien, and Cerise are all in the same banner. So think of it like a regular limited banner, as well as their artifacts. Their rates are going to be split appropriately. So they're going to take the rates of a regular limited banner and split them into 3. So you have like if it's a regular 3% chance to summon a 5-star, you then have 1% for each of them in the banner. Same with the artifacts as well. This is monstrous. This is one of the best banners I think I've seen, or if not the best banner I've seen for new players, people who don't have this. Cerise is bonkers, one of the best units right now. Landy is insane, both for arena, for Guild War defense, for PvE, for expeditions, for arena offense. Honestly, like, Landy is one of the most powerful units for me specifically, and I think she brings the most to my account, more so than anybody else. Just the amount of damage she does can't be counterattacked. It's just insane. On top of that, Deanna's end is and has always been amazing. Is that how I say that? And she probably will be for a while. And Cerise, of course, just got a buff. So this is definitely, like, if you don't have all of these, you want to pull for this banner. And speaking of pity, just to explain this a little bit as well, every time you summon, just like a regular pity banner, you're going to get tokens towards pity, and you can buy the heroes for 120 of them, and you can buy as many as you want as well. So you can triple S them, of course, if you want. Also, the artifacts are here as well. We've got Wall of Order for 100. We'll also have a Guiding Light specifically for somebody like me that I can buy it since I missed it. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this banner, because specifically I have Triple S Landy and I have Triple S Cerise already. So I might not be summoning on this, and I might just be saving, but I do really want Guiding Light. But if you're like me and you've got a bunch of Triple S stuff because you're an idiot, you can get Guiding Light through... Are they going to show it? I didn't take a screenshot, but you can get Guiding Light through the Artifact Powder Shop for 240 instead. So this is really cool. The fact that they give you the Artifact Pity, and you can only buy one of each artifact, so keep that in mind, especially since it costs less. They could have easily put this at 120 instead of 100, and nobody would have batted an eye. So that's really cool, at least. Yeah, so this is going from the 11th to the 25th, and then you're going to be able to trade your resources after this ends, I think they were saying as well. We then have drop rate up for Kisei. I mean, why not? Might as well throw it in there. Nobody really should be summoning for this unless waifu, of course, but why would you waifu that when you can waifu Cerise? So, it's tough. It's tough. Big news, again, Amazon Prime Season 2. There's a lot of really big stuff, but nothing, like, super big this patch, if this makes sense. Like, nothing new. But we get a bunch of really cool stuff. So Amazon Prime Season 2, all you have to do is have Amazon Prime. And by the way, if you do have Amazon Prime, you can use your monthly Twitch sub to somebody on Twitch. Maybe level up together. Maybe Celestius. Maybe anybody else who wants it while they're streaming Epic 7. I don't stream anymore. Don't use it on me, but use it on one of them. It's free money for them. So please, if you have Amazon Prime, make sure you're doing that once a month. We get tons of rewards. We get about 120 leaves, I believe, 2 sets of equipment. Looks like at least 2 million gold, a little bit more. No, at least like 3 million gold. 3 sets of equipment. I can count. There's lots of stuff. Lots and lots of stuff. And semi-finally, we have Hoochie's Bargain Bonanza, who is not a scam this time around. You can get Mystic Medals for 100. I believe they said you can get like double Mulagoras or something. I don't really understand what New was saying, or Masha was saying when he was doing this, but overall, I'm happy to see Hoochie for now. I hated him. He was like my most hated person in the game before, but with the discounts, it's always good. Really happy about that. One more piece of news as we go through. They did mention collabs. They mentioned that they're not going to tell us what it is. So they basically just teased us again, because we already knew we were getting a collab. They're just like, by the way, we're getting a collab and we're not telling you what it is. So that's a little unfortunate. No idea what it is, but New looked a little iffy. New was shaky, you know? So I feel like it's going to be something good because New likes it when they were talking about it. Also, they're really working on rerunning the side stories for Sarala, so you'll be able to get Sarala soon, I think. And they're also working on the other one, which is Rangar's Festival, where you get Midnight Bloom, I believe, as well. So tons of new stuff, and they're trying to help out old and new players alike. So, yeah, really cool stuff here. No new characters, but this here is no, I mean, she's massive, yes, but not what I meant. This here is absolutely massive. If you don't have these characters, you pull on this banner. This is the best banner ever, I think. I don't think we've ever had a banner this good before. not only are all three characters like triple S tier, whatever you want to call it, if you're a tier list fan, that's it. they're all amazing. That's all I have. I had something else to say beside it, but that's it. Anyways, we're gonna stop here. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always. Download DFFOO in the link description below as well, and play with me. Chat's popping up with it lately. A lot of people have been playing since day one, which is insane. So have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.